What happens when a young Muhammad Ali, full of dreams and respect, seeks guidance from the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, only to face unexpected rejection? This story reveals a rare side of boxing's greatest and the lesson that shaped Ali's legendary character. Ali's journey begins with admiration for Sugar Ray, a boxer he considered the greatest on earth, whose style and talent inspired a young man from Louisville. From a youthful fan, throwing punches in the air while listening to fights on the radio, to an ambitious Olympic hopeful looking for validation and support, Ali's story is one of resilience and determination. But the road to greatness wasn't simple. Facing dismissal by his idol, from the nightclub in Harlem to multiple attempts to meet Robinson, Ali encountered a world where respect wasn't always reciprocated. Yet, it's precisely this rejection that ignited a fire within him, shaping his approach to fame, fans, and what it meant to be a true champion. This introduction sets the stage for a compelling tale about overcoming setbacks, staying true to one's values, and the powerful influence of role models, even when those idols disappoint. Join us as we uncover the lesser-known story of Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson, a story filled with unexpected lessons and enduring legacy. Ali's admiration for Sugar Ray Robinson. Muhammad Ali idolized Sugar Ray Robinson, considering him the greatest boxer to ever live. From childhood, Ali listened eagerly to Robinson's fights on the radio, mimicking his moves and dreaming of one day stepping into the ring like his hero. He admired Robinson's speed, skill, and style, which set a standard for what a champion should be. Ali would jump up and down, throwing punches in the air, imagining himself with the same grace and power. Robinson wasn't just a fighter to Ali. He was a symbol of excellence and success to aspire to. Ali's respect for Robinson deeply influenced his early years as a boxer, pushing him to refine his own technique and work harder. This admiration would later shape Ali's own identity, blending confidence with a desire to inspire others. Watching Robinson fight was a lesson in both discipline and charisma, two qualities Ali aimed to carry throughout his career. Every punch Robinson threw seemed to tell a story, and Ali wanted to create his own legendary tale. In a world where heroes were few and far between, Sugar Ray Robinson stood out as a beacon, guiding a young Ali as he prepared to make his mark on boxing history. First encounter at Sugar Ray's nightclub. At just 18 years old, Muhammad Ali arrived in New York City, filled with excitement and anticipation. As a young Olympic athlete, Ali and his teammates were eager to explore the city, but one place stood out above all others: Sugar Ray Robinson's famous nightclub in Harlem. This was the hotspot owned by the man who Ali had admired for years, the boxer he considered the greatest of all time. That night, Ali was taken under the wing of Dick Shook, a rising fighter who showed him around the city and even bought him his first slice of New York cheesecake. The energy of Harlem, the music, the crowd, it was all new and thrilling for Ali. They headed to Robinson's Club, a place buzzing with life, jazz music, and the promise of dreams. Although Ali had hoped to meet Sugar Ray that evening, fate had other plans. Robinson was not there to greet him, and the idol Ali looked up to felt just out of reach. Despite the absence of a face-to-face meeting, the experience left a mark on Ali. He remembered the address, the sights, sounds, and the feeling of standing at the doorstep of greatness. This first encounter was not the meeting Ali dreamed of, but it set the stage for his determined pursuit of not just boxing glory, but also recognition from those he respected. That night captured a moment of hope, youth, and the fierce ambition of a boy who would one day become the world's greatest champion. Ali's determined attempts to meet Robinson. Before heading to the Olympics, Ali was determined to meet Sugar Ray Robinson in person. He tracked down the address of Robinson's nightclub in Harlem and made several attempts to get inside. Despite his eagerness, Ali didn't get a chance to meet the legend on his first visit, but he memorized the address as if it were etched into his mind. On another day, Ali waited outside the club all day just to catch a glimpse of Robinson. When Sugar Ray finally arrived, Ali was so excited that he became speechless for the first time in his life. But Robinson barely looked at him and brushed him off with a quick pat on the shoulder, saying, "Later, boy. I'm busy right now." This cold dismissal crushed Ali's spirit, leaving him feeling like his feet were made of cement. Despite the heartbreak, Ali didn't give up. Instead, he used this rejection as motivation to become a better boxer and a different kind of champion. Ali promised himself that he would always make time for his fans, never forgetting where he came from. Ali's persistence to meet Robinson reflects his deep admiration for the boxer, but also highlights the emotional challenges young athletes face on their journey to greatness. Robinson's rejection could have ended Ali's dream, but it instead fueled his determination to rise above and create his own legacy. Ali's resolution from rejection. That painful moment didn't break Ali. Instead, it forged a new vow. He promised himself that when he became a champion, he would never turn away a fan. He would remember where he came from and always be approachable, shaking hands and signing autographs, making everyone feel valued. This rejection taught Ali a critical lesson about humility and connection. No matter how high he climbed, he vowed to stay grounded, never forgetting the feeling of being overlooked himself. Ali's determination to be different fueled his rise, shaping him into not just a great boxer, but a champion for the people. He understood what it meant to feel disappointed and vowed to make sure no fan would ever face that pain with him. This resolution marked the beginning of Ali's legacy beyond the ring, as a humble icon who embraced and uplifted his supporters. Despite the rejection, Ali's spirit remained unshaken, turning a moment of dismissal into a lifelong commitment to kindness and accessibility. Ali's fear and triumph at the 1960 Olympics. Despite his growing confidence as a boxer, Muhammad Ali had one deep, secret fear: flying. When he traveled to Italy for the 1960 Olympics, this fear was so intense that he wore a parachute on board the plane. His plan was simple but drastic. If the plane shook or something went wrong, he would jump out, pulling the cord to open his parachute and save himself. This unusual preparation showed just how nervous he was about the journey. But Ali's determination was stronger than his fear. Once on the plane, he distracted himself by talking nonstop to the other passengers. This helped him calm down, and before he knew it, Italy was beneath him. Arriving at the Olympic Village, Ali immediately threw himself into the experience. He introduced himself to athletes from all around the world, shaking their hands and remembering many of their names. His charm and energy made an impression, joking with teammates and lifting spirits. Then, Ali stepped into the ring and showed the world his immense talent. His hard work paid off. He won the Olympic gold medal. Standing on the podium, with the flag waving and the national anthem playing, Ali felt victorious not just for himself, but for his country. This moment marked the beginning of a legendary career, born from overcoming fear and seizing opportunity. Ali's Olympic triumph revealed the powerful mix of courage and charisma that would define him, making the world take notice of a future icon. Rejection by Sugar Ray Robinson as a manager. After the Olympics, Muhammad Ali hoped to find a mentor who could guide him through the tough world of professional boxing. His first choice was the legendary Sugar Ray Robinson, a man who Ali looked up to as the greatest of all time. Ali traveled to New York City, desperate to meet Robinson and offer himself as a promising prospect. But Robinson was near the end of his career, and for some reason, he never took Ali seriously. Ali cornered Robinson, trying to get his attention, but Robinson brushed him off coldly, saying, "Look, kid, come back maybe in a couple of years, okay?" Despite Ali's relentless efforts, following Robinson around Harlem, shadow boxing, dancing, and showing off his quickness, Robinson remained distant and uninterested. Years later, the two men became friends, and Robinson admitted with regret that he wished he had taken Ali on as his protege. But Ali was grateful for the rejection. He believed that Robinson's old-school approach might have constrained him, and that the rejection pushed him to carve out his own unique path. This pivotal moment shaped Ali's character deeply. Instead of feeling defeated, Ali used the experience to fuel his ambition, vowing to be different when he reached the top. He promised to always make time for his fans, to be accessible and respectful, qualities that would define him not just as a boxer, but as a true champion of the people. The story of Ali's rejection by Sugar Ray Robinson reveals the harsh realities young athletes face, but also the resilience required to rise above them and become legends in their own right. Reflections on Robinson's missed opportunity. Years later, when Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson finally became friends, Robinson would shake his head sadly over what might have been if he had taken Ali on. Robinson admired Ali's talent, yet at the time, he was too consumed with his own fading career to recognize the rising star Ali was becoming. This missed opportunity is one of boxing's great what-ifs, a moment where two legends almost converged in a minty relationship that could have reshaped history. However, Ali was ultimately grateful that Robinson had brushed him off, believing that the rejection propelled him to stand on his own 2 feet. Ali respected Robinson in the ring as one of the greatest of all time, but he saw that Robinson stayed out of what he called the real fighting ring, the one where freedom and equality for black people in America were at stake. Perhaps if Robinson had managed Ali, Ali's path might have been different, more conventional and less outspoken. But Ali's independent spirit, his activism, and his refusal to compromise his beliefs became defining traits that made him a champion beyond sport. This reflection reminds us that sometimes doors closed to us may redirect us toward our true destiny. Robinson's hesitation shaped not just Ali's career, but his identity as a fighter for justice and change, making Ali's legacy as much about courage outside the ring as his skill inside it. Ali's path of integrity and independence. Ali famously turned down offers from wealthy backers in Hollywood, prioritizing his sport, personal beliefs, and activism. After a strained relationship with his early sponsors, he chose to manage his career independently, becoming a champion for everyone, not just the privileged. Despite the allure of fame and fortune, Ali maintained a strong sense of integrity, refusing a $1 million offer from William Reynolds to promote a Hollywood movie. This decision showed his unwavering focus on boxing and his deeper values at the time. His early management group, made up of wealthy businessmen from Louisville, grew uncomfortable with Ali's affiliation with the Nation of Islam, and Ali wanted to take control of his career independently. This shift marked a turning point, emphasizing his commitment to authenticity over easy success. Ali's dedication to staying true to himself elevated him beyond just a sports icon. He became a symbol of empowerment and resistance. His story is a reminder that real success comes not just from winning titles, but from standing firm in one's beliefs and using one's platform to inspire change. Ali's journey from eager admirer to boxing legend was shaped by a series of unexpected rejections and hard lessons. But instead of breaking him, these moments forged his unshakable character, teaching him the importance of humility and connection. His experience with Sugar Ray Robinson, who famously brushed him off twice, was a bitter pill that sparked a vow in Ali to always honor his fans, never forgetting the boy who looked up to others before he became one himself. This story goes beyond boxing. It's about resilience in the face of dismissal, and using that pain as fuel for greatness, to become not just a champion in sport, but a champion for the people. Ali's independence from wealthy backers and refusal to abandon his values shows how deeply he balanced sport, activism, and faith, standing firm against pressure to conform. In a world eager to shape him for others' dreams, Ali carved his own path, making time for every fan, especially the children who saw hope in his eyes. His legacy reminds us that sometimes being turned away opens the door to a unique kind of success, where true greatness is measured not just by titles, but by how you lift others on your way up. Remember, the boy who was once rejected is the man who inspired millions, proving that the real fight is often what happens outside the ring.